brain health and heart health. But once again, we get down to systemic inflammation. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatories. That's the part that really should concern us the most. We want to keep the inflammation down in our bodies, because otherwise you end up with plaques, or you end up with restriction of the arteries. You're going to lead yourself to heart attacks or strokes, depending on where the arteries are. And as I say, all the food that contains omega-3 on the side is not going to get you to a daily dose of omega-3. So you pretty much got to supplement. The third thing I want to talk about in this area is antioxidants, but not the type that you've heard about before. Most of the antioxidants predominantly in the form of vitamin C and vitamin E, but there's other bioflavonoids, that sort of thing. High sources of antioxidants are vitamins and diet, but they're systemic, which means they're used by the whole body. I want to talk about an intracellular antioxidant called glutathione. Glutathione is not new in science, but it's become quite well known. Glutathione. Glutathione. Glutathione is basically the master antioxidant. It's a complex, a small molecule made of 3 building blocks called amino acids. Those, what does it do? What does glutathione do? It acts as a cellular level antioxidant in the cell itself. Okay. And what are antioxidants all about? It's to keep down the oxidation. The oxidation is the release of free radicals, and just keeping it simple, free radicals break down cells. So what you're trying to do is keep your cells from prematurely breaking down. The glutathione is also the principal molecule antioxidant in our immune system. If you don't have any glutathione, or your glutathione level is reduced and not replenished, then what happens over time is your immune system doesn't work as well, which is why, for example, 20% of the population in their elder years does not die of their primary medical condition. They die of flu. So you've got an underlying problem that's causing your health to decline, but you don't die of that. You catch an influenza and you die because your system can't ward it off anymore. And that is primarily a glutathione problem. So we've got it being the master cell level antioxidant, the principal molecule in the immune system. It's also a detoxifier. The highest concentration of glutathione is in the liver, and that's how you process out any heavy metals and a lot of other waste products, even normal waste products, leaving aside pollutants and everything else. Here's another little factoid that you probably should store away. Every medication you take of any kind, starting at aspirin and going on up, prescribed or over the counter, has waste product. So it does its function, and it's often broken down by the liver and eliminated either by perspiration, urine, feces. That process uses up glutathione. So we are born with a certain amount of glutathione, and it's almost like hemoglobin in males. It keeps sort of being recycled within the body until a male, in particular, well, all people, are age 35. They really don't have a problem with the glutathione that they were born with. They've got enough. They tend to be pretty healthy, unless you've got an overriding, big condition like a cancer, infant cancer or something. Most people are pretty well, regardless of diet, regardless of supplementation, until they're 35 years old. A number of things happen at 35. The glutathione starts wearing down unless it's replaced, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But as we get older, it's worn down even more by the fact that we develop all these various conditions for which we take products. And I guess the only thing I can say to you is, even if your doctor prescribes a medication for you, discuss with them, is there any alternative to me taking this prescription medication? Lifestyle change, supplementation change that the doctor recommends. I never recommend to anybody that they go against the advice of their doctor. But sometimes most doctors are becoming more and more knowledgeable about alternative medicine as an adjunct to what we call Western medicine, not as a replacement for it, and are quite open to that, figuring it can't hurt and it might help. And some of the most knowledgeable naturopaths are going that way as well.